Today, we delve into the grim underbelly of warfare, exploring the shadowed corridors where unspeakable acts unfolded during the Second World War. War itself is already a realm of darkness, yet behind closed doors, atrocities festered. Consider Josef Mengele, the Nazi doctor whose ghastly experiments could make your stomach churn. The war bore witness to the horrors of the Nazi death marches, massacres, genocides, and the grim torture of prisoners. Some were relentlessly worked to death. Within this harrowing landscape, Unit 731 stands as an epitome of depravity, a creation of the Imperial Japanese Army. This biological and chemical warfare research unit aimed to birth lethal weaponry through the torment of prisoners. Stationed in China during the Japanese-Chinese conflict, an estimated 3,000 souls, men, women, and children, became subjects of unspeakable experimentation. While most victims were Chinese, individuals from allied nations, the Soviet Union, Korea, and Mongolia also suffered within its grasp. Today, we unveil the haunting legacy of Unit 731 on this episode of the Infographics Show. The unit's tenure extended until the war's culmination in 1945, boasting substantial funding from the Japanese government. While its primary focus was on crafting heinous weaponry, it also delved into exploring the limits of human endurance. Understanding the harsh realities soldiers faced, Unit 731 sought to comprehend the thresholds of the human body, especially in confronting the deadly adversary of cold. In chilling experiments detailed on Unit 731, individuals were subjected to brutal winter conditions until their extremities succumbed to frostbite. The New York Times recounted the haunting testimonies of witnesses, describing guards dousing prisoners with water until frostbite set in. Sometimes they'd strike limbs, listening for a telltale wooden thud to determine complete freezing. Subsequently, doctors attempted various methods to thaw the frozen limbs, employing temperatures between 100 to 122 degrees Fahrenheit, as they believed these yielded the most success. Yet, it wasn't solely frostbite. The pursuit of medical knowledge drove the Japanese military to utilize live prisoners for surgical experimentation. These gruesome practices aim to unravel the mysteries of treating diseases and injuries, often at the horrifying expense of the captives' lives. In the depths of Unit 731's cruelty, prisoners faced deliberate infection with diseases, enduring nightmarish surgeries without anesthesia. Dubbed marutas, likened to mere logs, these individuals became subjects for the macabre curiosity of the surgeons. Witness accounts, as reported by the New York Times, revealed the harrowing reality of these procedures. One surgeon recollected cutting open a patient, describing the indescribable screams and contorted agony etched on the face before the haunting silence of death. The surgeons, desensitized to such horrors, left a lasting mark on those forced to partake in such ghastly deeds. The unit's chilling experiments extended beyond the confines of the camp, unleashing deadly pathogens like cholera and anthrax on unsuspecting Chinese communities in field tests. Successful outbreaks spurred plans to carry these pathogens to the United States via balloon bombs, a venture that claimed the lives of 7 individuals. Even more disturbing was the scheme involving kamikaze pilots, intended to release plague-infected fleas on San Diego, an appalling plot that mercifully never materialized fully. Amidst these horrors, Unit 731 ventured into weapon testing, using prisoners as living targets. Tied to stakes in open fields, they faced gunfire, grenade blasts, and exposure to toxic gases. The aftermath, meticulously examined bodies, provided Japanese military strategists with chilling insights into the devastating capabilities of their armaments. In one harrowing incident, a miscalculation sent gas intended for prisoners hurtling towards Japanese soldiers, prompting a chaotic retreat as the winds changed course. In the twisted annals of Unit 731, soldiers subjected prisoners to unspeakable horrors, using them as subjects for grotesque experiments. Flamethrowers were not just tools of destruction on the battlefield, but were also wielded against defenseless captives within the confines of the camp. Among the chilling displays of cruelty falling victim to the disease as a means to dissect the progression of infection on various organs, a heinous pursuit cloaked under the guise of medical research. Within the haunting legacy of Unit 731, female prisoners endured a gruesome fate, forced pregnancies. Women, regardless of injuries from prior experiments, were subjected to this abhorrent practice. Guards callously seized these women, impregnating them against their will, solely for the sake of scientific inquiry. The chilling reality was that none of the children born within the camp survived, a stark testament to the horrors inflicted upon innocents in the name of twisted research. For decades, Unit 731 remained shrouded in silence until Japan's release of information from its national archives in 2018. Prior to this disclosure, knowledge was largely based on testimonies. Unimaginable experiments beyond those widely known emerged. Exposure to fatal levels of radiation, injections of animal blood and seawater, and even the unfathomable horror of victims being burned alive. The unsettling truth reveals a darker chapter: the American knowledge of the camp's atrocities during the war. Granting immunity to Unit 731's physicians, the U.S. sought access to their research, fearing Soviet acquisition. The unsettling pact allowed these atrocities to be concealed for strategic gain, painting a chilling picture of political expediency over ethical accountability. As time passed, former Unit 731 workers sought refuge in silence, haunted by the memories they bore. Yet the echoes of their inhumane acts linger, posing a haunting question: could such horrors resurface? How could humans perpetrate such heinous acts upon their fellow beings? The unsettling legacy of Unit 731 serves as a chilling reminder of the depths of human depravity. As we contemplate this darkness, share your thoughts below. Thank you for watching, and remember to like, share, and subscribe.